And this is what it will look like. When you first get your box, it's gonna come just like this. Let's take a look inside and see exactly what this Modretro will look like. Whoa, so this is how they package it. Wow. And let's see what this says. What does this say? So it says, heads up, your M64 controller cable and AA battery tray are inside the box below the controller. Whoa! Whoa, Modretro in their box. Whoa! Dun 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 dun. So they got all this packaging in here, and just like in the email that they'll send you, it'll have controller gates. So if you want to switch out your controller things, they allow that. And they send you some emails that actually state exactly how to use and all the kind of stuff, you know. But we're doing this video right now because they said they have another email coming for me tomorrow. What's really crazy is this showed up at the house before 9 in the morning, okay? Today, okay? So this is Thursday, just so you know, and it just came out the other day. So holy moly, so let's dig in. And this is what's in the box, a whole bunch of wrapping stuff. Holy moly, what's in here? How'd they fit all of this in here? So obviously first, we have the controller here. So I didn't want to go overboard in too many controllers. Let's start with one, right? Okay, because those are pretty pricey. And then down in here, we've got a game. Whoa, look at this game. Wow, it's got shine to it and everything. It's got a little seal sticker. Whoa, pretty cool. And let's get in here. What's this other game? What's the other game? What's the other game? Oh, wow, just like I said what I was gonna get, huh? Yeah, I'll probably get them all. You know how I am. Oh man, there's a little seal sticker. We're gonna go over everything here. We're gonna do a full unboxing. And then of course I had to get me a side game for Sabrina because she loves anything that has her name on it, right? So you know how that is. She's gonna be playing this. So there it is. It looks to be upside down though. That looks like they put it in there. I think it's supposed to be this way. So let's get to this video and get to unboxing. Okay everybody, let's get started. Oh, thanks Modretro for your cool stuff. Thank you Lucky Palmer for your awesome ideas. We greatly appreciate this. So we're checking it out, right? So it delivered very, very fast, an unbelievable record speed. So I really like the foil design here on that. Oh man, that is cool. Oh wow. So trying to figure out what this bomb, explosion, and KO means. They have some real fine print there. This message exists for those who remember 4 controllers split screen. Are you guys reading this? Late nights and hilarious battles. If you're squinting at this package right now, welcome home. The 64-bit era never left. It just waited patiently. In this box for you, plug in the memories. It's time to game. So he's really enthusiastic about this stuff. So obviously there's some codes there and some more micro writing that doesn't really tell you anything. But just like all the other videos some of the guys had, there's a pull thing. Security system engaged. Really? Security system engaged? You guys are crazy. Boy, he's got a lot of hype for this. So check out this, man. It's got foil everywhere. It's a nice shiny box. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. And this is how it comes to you. So as you'll notice, they have a little scan me thing right here. Okay? So it just says learn more, and I'm sure it'll just show you everything on their website. Box contents, the console, multi-region adapter, power cable. Oh wow, it says powered by AMD. Oh yeah, your collection in glorious 4K. Oh wow. Then we have the ports, the legacy support, thoughts, designs, modern hardware, controller support, video and audio. Well done, well done. So then they show some of their games that are on here, and that's really cool. I don't know, I might get that bug game after all, you know? It looks kind of cool there. So, let's try to open this thing up, right? Whoa. In all the other videos I've seen, it didn't do that. So I guess let's try to get that. Oh, there it is. Better, huh? Yeah. So it says, security system disengaged. What the hell is that all about, dude? And then it's got little arrows in here. Whoa, it says, warning. This system is so awesome, it may blow your mind. Are you guys reading this? What the hell is this? Look at that. Oops, I ripped it. The system is so awesome, it may blow your mind. Are you kidding me? So, of course, I'm going to be buying another one. Because I can't help myself. Holy cow, it's hard to pull out of there. Wow. Okay, there's that one. So this is the really cool ass box. Look at that. What the heck? And it's got, you can feel the bumps on it. Whatever this stuff is. Wow. I don't know what that is. Oh, wow. Holy moly. They really went to town with this. What were they thinking? Wow. So, yeah. These guys, boy oh boy. He's got some energy in him, huh? Wow. Okay, so let's try to get this thing open here. Come on open, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn, that was tough. Oh, and there's foam in there, but it's different than the analog foam. It's actually a little bit harder of a foam. You know, it's kind of like that stuff you use on your piping for your, like, pipes on the inside of your house. You know, that type of foam is what it feels like. So, yeah, that black foam that they put on copper piping in the house, your plumbing. So, let's see what we got here. This is crazy. Holy moly. What? I'm just completely dumping the damn thing out. This is, holy moly, I can't help myself. So, it's going to come wrapped in this plastic. It says, warning, avoid danger. Suffocation. Yeah. It says give plastic bags to kids. I do that anyways. Wow. So it's really easy to kind of get out of there. Whoa. Look at this thing. And of course, just like all the other videos, they have their little tape on it and everything. I'm just going to leave the tape. I like it. Let's check out what's in the box. Holy moly. You got a little thing here. And then the rest is just blow mold. It's weird. Is that paper blow mold or something? Okay, so this says scan for manual and updates. For best use, update your M64 immediately. So, what I get this feeling that's Lucky right there. Boy, oh boy. It's kind of creepy. Anyways, so just like all things, you have to cut those things. Oh, yes. Oh, so here is the pack. Obviously, this is your power adapter cable. Okay, and you might be able to utilize this as a transfer cable to plug into your PC, to plug into this as well, possibly for updates. But, you know, they want you to do Wi-Fi, I guess, with your updates. So these are different plugs for different countries. So, does anybody know what country this is for number 1? I do. And there's how it fits in. And does anybody know what country this is for this plug? Wow, that's a strange plug. No ground plug, huh? Must not have a lot of regulations in that country for number 2. Number 3, what is this plug? It looks like my probe. Yeah, pretty cool. And then we have their cool power adapter, which says, mod M64. And then it's got some stuff on there, pretty cool. Yep, see, I knew it'd say Modretro. I knew it. So I know these guys, and that's where the power goes in, obviously. Now, let's get to moving on this. We got a lot to do. This isn't the end of it. This is a big video, so I gotta be fast. Wow. You can literally see everything in this thing. What is this stuff? What is this? Is this some sort of joke? What do you think this is? I'm trying to cover up my dolly? Whoa, let's see in there. What is that? What's in there? So it looks like some stuff from them wiping it down with cleaner. Yeah, wiping down the plastics with cleaner and not cleaning it all the way. You can see some processors in there. CE deep in there with a little code. What does that say in there? So you can kind of see everything. And I like that. And there's a little port for the port on the other side there. So, obviously power button. And obviously people that have been watching the videos on it, this doesn't just do the menu. You can push down and rotate this as a wheel. And then everybody knows how it lights up if everybody's been watching those videos. Here is the bottom. A lot of vents as you can see. This rubber right here is actual rubber. This is actual rubber. So this is rubber that's on here, these circles. And so as you can see, there's a product number, and I don't care if you have the number because this one's gonna be stored away. Nope, we're only using it for tonight's testing, thank you very much, because obviously there's gonna be another one coming, and I'm thinking about the green or the purple. So we've got power, HDMI, and two, what seems to be C connectors, and I'm wondering, could I connect these to the computer to get an update? Possibly. Now, right here, I feel something. I feel it. What is that? Wait. Oh my God, it's a micro SD, guys. 16 gigabit micro SD. So this is what they're giving you. Looks like a China one, man. That's not anything premium though. But this is what I was talking about. Does it come with one, you know? So let's see. Can we see? Can we see it? Let's get it in the light. That's just some sort of number there. And this is exactly what it says. Memory card. Obviously a cheap memory card, if anybody's wondering. I am a fan of high-end products, so I might upgrade this to 100. I got problems. So it pops in and out pretty easy. The analog one, you just kind of grab it with your pinchers and pull it out, but this one here is a push. So yeah, that's just like most famous SD cards that are micro SDs. So let's get into this controller here. We're on a time limit because we got recordings to do. So this is the box, and of course it says the same crazy thing on there. As you can see, this message is for those who remember. So it's the same thing that's on. And so I really like the foil design. It looks really cool. You got your security system here. And then the back of the box, so you can see this, you can see that. See that? Okay, so let's get into this. This is badass. So, classic shape, modern feel, precision, TMR stick, power up, wired, wireless, built-in controller pack, huh? Well, we're gonna be testing some things out. Now it says you can scan right here if you guys are bored. And then obviously where they're out of California at. And then it says color, but it's strange, it's just white. And it's not colored for whatever, so maybe they meant to use that. Let's get this stuff moving. We got a whole lot to go over here. The whole point, once again, one that didn't break right. Okay, so once again, it says disengage. And then it says controller. Whoa, Pro controller. I like how that looks. That looks really cool. Let's get it out of there. Let's get it. Oh my God. Yeah, boy. Okay, so it says update controller immediately. Oh. And then Modretro Pro controller. And it says it on all sides. There's the bottom. This is looking pretty damn cool of a box. And so I guess the box separates. We're just getting right into this. We're just getting into it. So here's the blow mold on this side, and then it's got another blow mold there. But it said something in the words They sent me an email saying your stuff's underneath the controller. So we're about to find out what they mean by that. So this is the controller. It looks really good. Ooh. This feels, it is a little bit, it's not really that heavy though. I thought it was going to be heavier because people said it's heavy. Well, it feels actually perfect. Are you kidding me? This feels good. Holy moly, good job. It's not like it's too heavy. I would almost say an Xbox controller is maybe about the same. This right here is this the charge pack one? Where this slides out? There's a tab. There's a pull tab there I can see, so there's something. And so the actual design of this grip, this feels really good, dude. Like, unbelievable. And it's like, it feels like metal, so really nice. And the buttons feel really good. The stick feels really good. So I guess that's what these are for, maybe? The centerpiece, maybe, or something? I'm not sure. We'll get into that, but let's take a look at what they were talking about. They said something in the email, and this is probably what's important, but they said it's underneath here. Whoa! So obviously the case pulls out, and stuff just comes flying out at you. So, this is obviously like a charge cable, and this must be the AA pack they're talking about. So let's take a look here. Is that the AA pack? Yeah, so that's how it works. So in the baby box is the little AA thing that slides in there. It says M64. If you want to use AA's, that works great, right? You know, rechargeable. Way to go on thinking on that. So this is the rechargeable pack right here, which is awesome. And then this here obviously slides into that, okay? Now, let's take a look at this. Okay, just so everybody knows, you have the cord that goes to the thing to charge it, or you could probably charge it USB ways. But first thing you want to do before you try charging it is you want to pull this stupid pull tab thing off of here to take that off, so that way you'll actually be able to charge the actual pack that it comes with. And then it just slides right into place and locks. Really nice, eh? We've got a lot to go over. Like I said, we're gonna get into games and everything, testing and everything. So look at that controller. What the heck? Wow. And then what is with this controller adapter? What is that all about? Who designed that? What is going on there? Are you serious? Sure enough. So it doesn't really look side specific. So, wow, really? That's crazy. What an idea. And I like this cable. It's like a braided cable. Everybody's going with that these days. Really nice. Yeah. Looks good. The plug looks good. It doesn't look all messed up. Really well done. So, let's get into some more stuff. Okay, let's get into these games. These are awesome. Check this stuff out. So the box comes, and I did not tear this, but this tab here is already down. I did not open it or tear it. It says Phobos Lab. Interesting. Looks almost like a tomb, like you're going into a tomb somewhere in ancient underground stuff. Is that blood? So the side of the box looks pretty cool. It came smashed. I did not do that. I know you've seen me rip something a second ago, but that's not me. So here is some of the game stuff you'll see. Nice and upside down. Third-party trademarks may appear on this product. They are designed for format compatibility processes only. Use of them does not imply enforcement. Assembled in Vietnam. So like I told you, their stuff is made in Vietnam. Vietnam, I love you, Vietnam. So, beyond death, beyond time, fight your way through the Mayan underworld where cruel gods forgot technology and timeless myths collide. As you can see, the pictures are kind of dark, so it does seem pretty cool though. So, it says diverse action, lush jungle environments, dark catacombs. What do I see down here? Do you see what I see? I see what I see. 4-player? Holy shit, man! Ho ho! But the question is would it look really horrible on 4-player? You know what I mean? You remember how Hexen was on like multiplayer? Hexen was horrible when you put it to multiplayer. And that's how we were playing it. We would jump to a level and play multiplayer. Something like that. So N64 compatible probably won't look as good. You probably, to run this game here, you probably have to have the card. And, you know, the actual card that goes into it. So you guys remember my trick, right? You use a butter knife, right? Good old-fashioned 1990s or whatever butter knife. That's what this butter knife is from. The problem is trying to get it in there. Well, there you go. So you get the butter knife in there. The butter knife trick works with all of these without damaging them. So there you go. From my previous videos, the butter knife trick. So when you open this is really weird. What is this? It's black on the inside. I've never seen something black on the inside like that. It's so crazy. It's like somebody spray painted it. What is this? Is this... What? What? Whoa. That's really weird. So this is really cool. There's the game booklet. And it's like a little... This is like paper. That's paper. Recycled paper, I'm sure. Whoa, there's the game. Let's check this game out. Let's see how this thing looks. Let's get it out of there. Come on. Whoa. So this one's black. I thought it would be kind of translucent or something, but it's solid black. Do I get a collector's edition, anybody? I want different colors. So, looks pretty good, looks pretty good. And then just a number down there. And then the screws. And so the PIDs look pretty clean. Basic cartridge. All that matters is that it plays. Looks like recycled plastic. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's take a look at this booklet. Is it color? Does anybody know? Okay, so obviously the tape will get stuck on it. So unlike me, it doesn't really matter. But Modretro has carefully assessed this product, confirming it meets our whatever that is, standards for quality, craftsman, reliability, and unadulterated fun. So this is really strange. They do have some cool pictures in here, and it is color. It's strange though. It's not exactly the same size as Nintendo manuals, you know. So I like how it's got this whole space thing in there, and it tells you about it. So if you guys are wondering about the controls here, weapons, use a weapon, you know, stuff like that. Let's get to it. Come on. I can't wait to see. What do we got? I'm like a kid in a candy store today. So you got enemies. And there's a shaman guy. It looks like Minecraft, like somebody was saying on the thing. Deathmatch infestation. What? So we got a whole bunch of stuff here. Look at that thing. It's gonna get you. Whoa! Plasma gun and a shotgun. Looks like Minecraft. Oh man. Rocket launcher and buttons. Wow. And then they got keys and med packs. This is pretty cool. Void pointer. Energy itself is folded under immense pressure and is stored in these devices. When activated, the energy is released with every blast of your weapons. Whoa! Cloak of the unseen. So a lot of weird stuff here, you know. What is all of that all about? It's got all kinds of stuff. So you can always pause the screen, but we're going to try to flip through this as fast as possible. I will be doing actual separate videos on these games as playthroughs and try to beat them. I'm sure there's somebody that's going to beat me to it because that's what people do. You know, people that don't have jobs, you know. So let's check out this other game using the knife trick like always, everybody. And let's get in there. It's black like the other one. And looks like the manual's kind of come out. And is this the one that's oh, this is the one that I thought was really cool. This one here is really cool. Check this out. This one actually has this glitter see-through kind of case, And that's why I really wanted it, was the colored case. Oh, you sold me on the colored case. You got to do that more often, though, with all of your games because you're special. You can't just go black plastic on everything. But looks really good. I can't really see the board too well in there. I'd have to get some super lights, you know. But it looks good. It looks good. Let's see. So obviously, for all of you that may have made it this far into the video, just wanted to say thanks. And we're going to be checking some stuff out here in just a minute. Always like, subscribe, and share. Whatever. I have a big playlist, so you might want to check out the playlist. So as you can see, whenever first opening, once again they have that wording there, and then they have a monster. Somebody said beating that monster was really hard. Wow. So we're just kind of skipping through this, but I remember games being like this on Super Nintendo. So as you can see, it says shoot and grenade and roll and move and Z button roll. So looks like Jill Valentine from Resident Evil right there, if anybody knows. Her name is Sarah Ridley. She's 27. Yeah, well, that's strange. 128 pounds, huh? Not very heavy. 214. Shouldn't that guy be like 220 to 240 at least with that size? Just saying. Let's check this out. So obviously Jill Valentine and some guy from Mercs or something, you know, they got to join forces, or maybe Commando, who knows? An arachnid or an archnid, I don't know what these words are. Somebody made this stuff up. So there's Jill and someone else, who knows, you know. And let's see here, what is that? They're trying to say demon. Is this supposed to be like Doom in a way? Really into those Doom games. We got laser, homing, spread shot rifle. So obviously, you know, that's a colored image, you know. And then you got some weapons here, a shotgun, a rebound flamethrower, Vulcan rocket launcher, BFG. Okay, now we know what you're talking about. That's a complete rip to Doom. Ooh, it looks like a Mars base straight out of Doom. Health boost, weapon power up. Increase ammo, increase grenade. Now, I didn't check this box yet. Did we check that box? We need to find out. Let's see here. Grenade power up, speed up, gas mask, elixir. Ooh, so you can get gassed. Hostages. Find hot chicks that are in need and guys that are begging for love. Yeah, I already know about all that. Yeah. Med kits, dog tags, ammo, grenade, security cards. Whoa! Seems kind of like a Doom type game. And then some sort of strange stuff. So this stuff, unless of it flashes on the screen, might be camouflaged in the background or actually in the stuff. The perimeter, the facility, the forest, the lab. Is that only levels? We don't know. Advanced play. There are several advanced strategies which may help you progress further in your mission. Oh, roll, melee attack. Pretty cool. Looks like they got a lot of stuff in there. Looks pretty cool. They got a whole bunch of emblems and symbols on there. So the one thing we need to see is, what does it say? So right here, it has Rumble, Memory Pack, Multiplayer, Expansion Pack, N64 compatible. Okay, so expansion pack. You'll need the expansion pack. The other box did not say that, even though it kind of looks like a Doom game. Okay, so expansion pack is what I'm worried about. This should have an expansion pack, anything like that, you know. But multiplayer, so 2-player with that. Yeah, you get 4 people on there, it might get cluttery. Always get confused. But next, we're gonna check out something with the controller, and then we're going straight into it. Okay, so let's check into this situation here. Something I wanted to let you guys know. So whenever you look at this blow mold case, it almost looks like something could fit in here. I almost kind of wonder. Well, the battery pack don't fit in there. Do you see what I'm saying? This area here. So it's not for that. What is that for? Just a little thing. Well, then there's something else strange here. This only fits into here. Let's get an open tray there, like you could put something there. Maybe batteries. I don't know. Who knows, right? But this is for the games. So, did they have other ideas? Like maybe there might be something else in the future? Or are those just there for the heck of it? We don't know. But here's what we have a problem. So, the controller. So, obviously you can charge the battery pack this way. And pulling it out's a little bit tough. And how do you get the thing out? You kind of push down on this tab here. Okay, so whenever you're going in, you kind of go in like that. And in order to release this, you push down right here. Okay, so don't mess it up like Greg does. You push down and it comes right out like a little spring-loaded thing. See, that's what this little tab thing is right here. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about. Okay. So you know me, I am a video game monster. You have yet to even see what I really have, okay? So, this here is the actual Nintendo transfer pack for your Game Boy. And this is your controller by Modretro. And I sent them questions about this. And, well, you know, they didn't really want to answer that. And they didn't. So this is the transfer pack. And what this does is, this goes into an original controller, okay? And this is for your Game Boy games. Now, what's important about this is, for all of those people, this really only matters for like Pokemon. I mean, let's be honest. And Pokemon Stadium was a pain in the ass. Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, this didn't really go too much further than beyond that. But what's important about this is there's no way to transfer your Pokemon to anything with this controller. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I thought he was going to be doing a genuine hardcore heads up, let's figure out a controller, but I might have another solution for you guys that want to transfer your Pokemon, guys. So, I don't know if the Game Boy, if there's some sort of like adapter thing. I'm going to look into it, but so this here, you're going to have to hook it up to an original controller. This is my original one, and I've never used it, literally. Look at how clean it is. I mean, just super clean. I have never used this thing. It's sat in a box for like ever. Because I just wanted to play the Pokemon game. It was nothing major to me. So, for all of you Pokemon people out there, you might see in the background a whole bunch of Pokemon games. You might be wondering, what the hell are those? Well, I was supposed to do a video on those. We will get to that later. I've got a lot of videos, okay? We've got nothing but time. So, let's get into how this thing boots up with gameplay, and we're going to check out some stuff, alright? So, we're going to throw this all together. Obviously, when it powers on, it goes through a little bit of a setup there. And, yeah, not too bad. Open and close the menu with Start or Z by holding down. So, no music right now. It says to continue, press Start down there at the bottom, or there's different buttons appearing. It looks like it's somehow updating. I don't know. There's the light flashing for the cartridge. So, just kind of push buttons. No cartridge detected, of course. And it says you can open menu or Z. So, no cartridge detected, obviously. And it says to hold down. So, Z and Start. So Z and Start if you're going to use the controller to see the menu. So obviously, one thing I really like right off the bat is it's kind of colorful. So if analog is listening, a nice colored display is what we really like. If you have a colored display, well, that might put Modretro into some heat there. So obviously you can click on that and it's got scan lines, CRT, and then customize your way. So a lot of people just want it clean and simple. Image size. What is this Integra Plus? I see this everywhere. I don't know. Let's just stick with default. So image fit native or stretch. Well, we're going to stretch it because it's a big TV. Resolution 4K. So the max it can do is 2160p. So let's get this game in here and see what happens. Okay, so you can always bring up the menu by hitting Z and start, or you can manually do it on the actual console that rotates. I always thought that was really cool how the manual ability that you have can actually rotate and move everything on there. So this here, you can see that there's customized. This is pretty simplified, but you can use your bumper slides here. So your left and right bumper can actually switch, and you can see controllers. There's 2 controllers plugged in, and it has Wi-Fi, forget all controllers, power off, reset, LED brightness. Of course you want it really bright. Can you change the colors? No. But you can actually dim the brightness. So I think that's really cool. And then we also have there's serial number, version, check for updates, update from SD card, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff there, but I expected a little more differences here. So let's see here. Is that all they got? That's all they got. Okay. Well. Okay, first and foremost, testing. This is how we do it around here, folks. Zelda. We don't kid around. So, I'm using an OLED TV. It looks pretty good, but a little bit of whiteness. Lightly gray to white, but not as bad as the analog on the first day of the analog. The first day of the analog, once they got the update for the OLED on the analog, amazing. I'm going to tell you right now, the analog has OLED support and all features for all TVs support. And so this one here looks on the OLED, just so you know, it's not that bad. So the analog actually looked worse day one. That was just day one. You notice I was complaining if you go back to my videos. So this here doesn't look that bad though, okay? So we're gonna go into the file like we always do for testing. That's right, if you guys haven't noticed. We're comparing this to analog. So right off the bat, your guys' screen, what you guys see being recorded is not what I see on the OLED, just so you know. So the OLED looks a little bit darker. So you could say it's the TV setting, huh? Well, the shield in your what's being recorded is more reflective than what it is on my OLED. However, let's take a look at the background. Once again, we do have pixelization moving right there, but the character is very dark. Okay, so that's one thing right off the bat. So we've got pixelization, a lot of jumping around with the pixels in the background. That was the same thing with the analog and the original game. That's just how it is, but I'm seeing if they can actually fix that. So the wall over there, you see that there's a shadow jumping outward, coming in and out. It might make you think that demons are coming through this. But let's go ahead and bring up the analog screen here. Oh, I said analog. I mean Mod 64. We'll cut that shit out. So with the default, we're going to go to Integra Plus, and then it's on stretch and on 4K. So Integra Plus, did we see a difference there? I'm not really seeing much of a difference there. It looks almost darker. Like Link is like pitch black right here. Damn near. So let's try to see if we can kind of rotate him around here and kind of bring him up here.
Okay, so this is what we got Link looking like here. And right off the bat, there is a lot of moving pixels on the edges. It's very edgy. You know, it's not too bad. You know, it's not that bad. The OLED screen, it looks more fuzzy, if that makes sense. So what you guys are seeing right now is not what I see on the OLED. And the OLED right now is maxed out to like max settings and will also upgrade and adapt. So this TV that I am using is the LG TV, the one that is badass, the most expensive one you can buy. So now of course I will be testing it on my Sony to see, but that is an OLED flagship. So I always like to have a different type of brand throughout the house. You know, you get your LED TVs and then you get your OLEDs. So right now, a lot of edginess and a lot of pixels moving on the edges there. And Link is very dark. So there's not a whole lot of options from day one with this. So it's not a bad thing. There's a lot of updates. Now they said to update it first, but I wanted to show you what it looks like out of the box first. So don't give up on anything yet. This is still a good thing. There are some updates that are going to be applied. I just wanted to show you base unit. So that's kind of what it looks like. It is kind of, Link is very dark. So let's bring up the menu. So we've got clean. We could do scan lines, which makes it look horrible. Like the game looks horrible. Anybody that plays a game on scan lines, you might need to get help, because this is 2026. The whole reason we want 4K is to get rid of that old crap. We want it to look the best. Basically, if you want it to look the best, you're looking at a PC mod. So let's get rid of that scan lines. What's a CRT thing? Oh my god. Help me. I'm getting that. So clean is about the closest thing we got. Now custom, we could do custom, but even if you put it on default, I don't know. Stretch is where I'm going to be at. If we go to native, it really shrinks it down to like poo-poo pants. So we're not doing that. So custom, there is no customization with the base unit right here. After clicking on custom, it should have something right here. Now it says, oh, there it is. Okay, so you push right. So scan lines, you don't want any. Sharpness. If you were to add sharpness, that's going to make it look worse. So horizontal bloom, that's what we want. Let's bring the sharpness down. And tube, we're going to go with modern. It almost looks familiar. Does this look familiar, everybody? So experimental. 4-phase, 2-phase. What the heck is that? Even, that's all scanline. No scanline. So, restore defaults. So, this would be comparable. This setting right here would be comparable to actual analog. Okay? So, they have the horizontal bloom that brightens it up. And the sharpness is on the lowest setting. And so, we're going to go ahead and go back and take a look. Now it does look overly bright with it being maxed out with that bloom. Like the ground don't even look right, and Link is really dark even though it's got the horizontal bloom. So now did this make him look better? Well, it still has the edge and still kind of dark. It's a little darker than what you would expect it to be. So let's whip out the sword. How does that blade look? It looks pretty steady. On the OLED, it's a little more edgy. So how does that look? I don't know. It's not bad, but that sword looks really dark. Everything looks really dark. Oh boy. It's kind of dark for what I have to say. You know, it's not bad, but... Okay, so let's go to customize, turn down this horizontal bloom to about mid. And obviously the gamma, you're going to have to go with modern instead of tube. And sharpness, if you have it too sharp, it'll be really edgy. What is this grill thing? Oh man, that grill makes it way too dark. We can't do that. No scan lines. And that's about the max of it and looks very, very dark. As far as like on my OLED right now, Link is a lot darker than normal. So the last analog update actually did have some really good looks. Okay, it did. Actually, the past few analog updates, whenever they did the 1.4 and so forth, the OLED update was the best update. But yes, let's go out here and take a look at the field and see. Now what you guys are seeing, like I said, looks a little bit different than my OLED TV. But I can tell you right now, this OLED TV is max when it comes to graphics and everything. Okay, so we're talking, the TV is supposed to look damn good. So I always test it out on this TV first, because whenever you play games like Doom on this thing, and you know Doom has some high resolution and stuff, or you play some of those other games, this TV actually does 8K. So, just so you know. So, the field looks pretty decent. Now, we have to remember that this is an older game. Okay, and you know, Link's shield is really dark and it's kind of fuzzy on the screen. Your guys' screen looks probably a lot better. Not really, not too much. His shield is really dark. A lot of darkness, a lot of shading. So even if I adjust stuff with the TV to make it brighter, that's not going to fix. The TV is actually set to vibrant with a higher level of brightness. So this TV is actually, the signal could be weak, possibly. Okay, just so you know. The signal may not have enough voltage, according to, like, say if you're going to compare it to Xbox or PlayStation 5. Okay, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you can play some PlayStation 5 or some Xbox, with the highest 4K, that looks bomb diggity on this OLED. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you watch movies on this, put on Star Wars, you'll drop a load in your pants quicker than Batman in the next realm. I mean, no shit. This TV, I mean, unbelievable. In fact, I'm so worried about any kind of damage or burn-in, I actually have it set up to where I turn the damn thing off, I don't leave it running, and it's only used if it's really being used. So, the TV was freaking expensive. So, this, yeah. Man, I hate to be the one to say this. So, this is before the update. So,
Click on Zombie Apocalypse.